Okay, so I'm gonna make a quick video today. I've seen two moms this morning that came to me with the same issue with their toddler, and I thought I would share the information that I shared with them this morning because it seemed to be helpful for them, and I know that it has been really helpful for me because I had the same issue. So the problem is that their toddler, so they were between 12 and like a year or a year and a half old, and the same problem was that the baby was waking up a lot during the night, or was taking ages to fall asleep at night, or was waking up really early. So both the moms were exhausted and were getting frustrated and were saying things or doing things that they were not happy about. So this is what I told them. A toddler that, you know, is healthy and had a good meal and is feeling relaxed and safe can be sleeping through the night normally. So if he's waking up every 2 hours or taking 2 hours to fall asleep at night, is that there is something that is bothering him, right? So what can be bothering them? Well, if our babies are not crying enough, crying when they need to, they will accumulate uncomfortable feelings in their body, right? So I'm sure you know that for yourself, that if you are frustrated or angry, or you've got a job interview, something that is bothering you, you can't really sleep well, or you might wake up during the night and think about it, or you might wake up very early in the morning and keep thinking about it. And the same happens for babies, right? So our babies do have big feelings like we do. They have lots of frustrations they go through every day, like not being able to walk properly, or to reach for a toy, or to communicate with us, or maybe they get scared by something. Well, all those things are turning into big feelings in their body. And the thing is that our babies can heal and let those big feelings out through laughing or through crying, right? But the problem is that we live in a society where we think that crying is bad, and we always try to stop our babies from crying. But every time we stop them from crying, it means that they're not allowed to express those feelings. And so all those uncomfortable feelings of anger and frustrations and stress, they keep accumulating in their body. And our baby just can't be relaxed. At a certain point, they have so much stuff in their head and in their body that they just can't relax, and they can't fall easily asleep, and they can't be gentle or do things that we would like them to do, right? So this is usually the main issue for babies that are waking up very often. They wake up and cry or ask for boobies or ask for their blanket or their dummy. And this is what was happening for my baby. When she was 13 months old, she was waking up every hour and a half or 2 hours all night long, even though she had a good meal and she was healthy. So what I've explained to those moms as well this morning is that offering them the breast or the dummy or the blanket is, well, they use all those things to repress their feelings. So by sucking on something or being on the breast, they stop themselves from crying, right? And it's not something they want to do. It's something that we taught them with all the good intentions that we have. It's something that we show them how to do. When they're very little, babies are born with that instinct of crying when they need to cry, right? And if we don't let them cry because we think they're hungry or because we think that it's not a good thing, then we will offer them the breast, or we will offer them the dummy or the blanket, and so they get used to that soothing thing, right? So every time they get upset, they will ask for booby, or they will ask for the blanket or for the dummy, right? But what they really need to do is to feel accepted and safe to release the big feelings that are inside themselves. And the day I've started to listen to my baby, when she was 13 months old, she had big cries. I was staying with her and listening to her, and very soon after that, like really soon, she started sleeping through the night. She was not waking up every 2 hours. She would just fall asleep very calmly, and this is because she was more relaxed, right? I'm sure that you know that for yourself as well, that you know, if you're angry or frustrated, you're on the edge of tears, and you have a good cry with someone who's listening to you. How are you feeling after that cry? Usually we're feeling more relaxed and more clear and more positive as well, and it's the same for babies, right? So after a good cry, they might feel much more relaxed and are much more able to fall asleep. And this is what they want. They don't want to be waking up every hour and a half or 2 hours all night long and feeling uncomfortable and taking ages to fall asleep. They don't want to feel agitated and a bit mad in their head because of all those big feelings. And yeah, we all have this healing mechanism inside us, that we know deeply inside that when we need to, we should cry and let all the stress out and all the big feelings. So what Aletha Solter, who's the creator of Aware Parenting, is recommending is that instead of putting our baby to sleep on the breast, we feed him a bit before bedtime, and then at night we just lie down with them and allow them to cry if they need to, right? And while they cry and rage, the best thing we can do is just stay with them, always stay with them when they cry, and listen to their feelings and just telling them, I hear you, my love. I hear you upset. Tell me all about it. I'm here with you. And we can't do much more than that. This is the most beautiful proof of love, which is to accept their big uncomfortable feelings as much as we accept their feelings of happiness and excitement, right? So just so you know, every toddler has, when they have a big tantrum, are moving a lot, right? They're moving a lot so they can release the tension that is stuck in their body. So it is very normal for a toddler to have massive tantrum and throw himself around and being really loud. There's nothing wrong with your child if he's doing that. He's actually doing exactly what he instinctively knows to do, which is just to let out those big feelings. And yeah, it can be a bit hard at first to listen to our child crying, because we have been told that it's bad, that it's terrible, that he's crying. As well because we have, when our child is crying, we have unconscious memories that are coming back to us, and we feel uncomfortable because of that, because we have been left alone to cry, or because our feelings were not accepted when we were babies. So it is very normal to feel anxious or to start wondering if that's okay and all that. So just remember that there is no should or need to, that if you feel really uncomfortable and you're unsure, you can always tell your child, hey my darling, I can see you've got lots to cry about, but right now I'm just gonna feed you and I'll be ready to listen again to you another time. And if you allow him to cry for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it's already all those 5 or 10 minutes of feelings that are out of his body. So yeah, every little bit of crying is beneficial for a child, and you'll see that you will notice the difference the day after, or even during the night. He might sleep better, he will be able to play by himself more easily, he will be less clingy, and will just be more relaxed and happier and more gentle as well with his little hands. So we slowly get more and more confident that crying is actually a very important need for them, and we just let them cry a bit more every time they need to cry, and accepting those feelings. So that's it. That's pretty much what I told those moms this morning. We talked for an hour each, so obviously there's more information, but I'm gonna let you with that for now, and feel free to ask me any question. And if you want more support or you want to watch other videos, feel free to join my Facebook page, which is Mama Manon, M-A-M-A space M-A-N-O-N. And yeah, love to see you there. Thank you, and big hugs to you.